Hello everyone and welcome, it's the BlackShadow here, and it's time for my third game in qualifying for the Sangtuary Fall 2025 tournament for Dune Imperium Digital with the Raunaqscific Immortality expansions. It has been quite a journey so far, there's no doubt about it. Trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible. If you haven't seen the first two games of this tournament that I've played in on this channel, go check them out. They're both very, very different games, but we have managed to be victorious in both of them, which is huge. Gives us a great chance to qualify. Reminder, there's about 50 odd entrants or so in the initial group. Everyone plays 3 games, and the top 16 scorers make their way through to the knockouts. With seeding, it should be noted as well. So we're not guaranteed top 16, I don't think. But barring a complete catastrophe here, we should have a good chance of making it to the semis, and the more we can score here, the better our draw will be. Today's game is going to be against Raunaqscific, Goliac, and Friachi, which is a name some you might recognise, has been a regular in the competitions we've hosted here on this channel, also popping by streams as well. It'd be a lot of fun to play against Friachi. Very, very solid player, and should be a good spin. I don't know what to expect. The first 2 games have been just complete carnage, so hopefully we can hold it down, get a good result here, make our way through to the knockouts. Alright, we are joined and ready to get going here. This should be most interesting. So there's only a couple of individuals that have won both their opening games. One of them is Ron, by the way, or Raunaqscific. Or Savfk, I'm not too sure. Either way, he has also won both his opening games as well. So we're going to be against it here. This should be a good spin. Friachi as well. I don't know how quite well he's done here in this competition so far. But yeah, just need a decent shout. So we're first up here. Player 4. Let's go through the road text very quickly. It's still 90-second shot clock. Restricted ordnance, shuttle fleet, spaceport. All pricey. Some decent stuff there. As for the row, long reach is definitely a huge thing here, especially with Slig Farmer out there as well. Appropriate out there too. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. Full position, the road's a little bit less important. Basically, the question comes down, do we want to play Baron Harkonnen or Beast Raban? That is the question. Being Beast gives extra chance to get into Shuttle Fleet, because we have the initial extra resources, which is pretty significant. So I am eyeing up Beast here, probably. Baron's definitely a good shout as well. Being in 3rd spot will be interesting. He means if he's got to go hard, he has to do it ahead of us. But I'm going to stick with the Beast. Beast is definitely my most dependable leader that I play. And the one that I trust the most. Baron is certainly totally fine as well. But you can go either way. And again, I just like the flexibility that the Beast has. Leto is going to be probably in this game, and his job will be to get in front of Baron and harass him from going shipping. Friachi noting me going Beast. I do go Beast a lot, but he's my most dependable leader. So we'll go over that. We have got Ron. I'm just going to go with Ron here for Baron. You'd expect probably Leto in 2nd, and we do. And then 1st position, I think there's decent shouts here. I quite like going a laser for Slig Farmer and getting that. Single action graft cards are really good for a laser. And when there's decent stuff to graft with, long reach, blank slate, we do see indeed that choice there. So, depending on what this opening conflict is, it might be our job to go in over the top of Beast, of Baron, and just really threaten him here. It is the Spice Influence Bump conflict. We do not draw our ring. Our opponents do not know we haven't drawn our ring. So, we have an immediate option of going Still Suits Great Flat with intention of round 2 immediate Shuttle Fleet. Because we'll have 6 Spice. There's no money involved. If there was money, we could do this route, Conspire Swordmaster round 2. But that's not an option for us here. So, all this is obviously pretty automatic. So we're definitely going to go Steel Suits and Limp, and we're going to see how things play out. Again, our opponents don't know, and Baron specifically does not know if I have the Signet Ring. He has no idea. And if I can always threaten him here. So, all pretty standard stuff. We'll go with Limp. I think this is pretty reasonable. I don't see much else really to be doing here. The thing is, we've drawn both our experimentations now, which is a little awkward. Which means next round we want to use Signet Ring and Seek Allies in some format. Now, we definitely can consider going... I mean, I could even perhaps even gone like Wealth and then go like Hagar Basin and then Conspire Swordmaster or something like that. It's definitely an option we could have taken, but I think just going Steel Tooth is fine. So, Intrigue taken by a Laser, who puts in a couple. I think she is interested in going Selective Breeding pretty early, probably. Especially with Graph cards coming. That Limp Troop just always makes me a little bit uncomfortable for Baron. Because I can always just hit a city, assuming Arakeen stays. He might have to go Arakeen himself here. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised to go Wealth if he's got faction access. Maybe even just go Tech Negotiation yourself. Not obviously any of this, but to get Persuasion up for like long reach and stuff. I might well blow the row. I'm debating it. I really don't like long reach being out there. That's the problem. Long reach is very scary when there's Graph cards out there. Because it means you can just override this and do all sorts of problems. Basin taken by Lido. Which prevents... I was considering going Basin myself. I think if Baron has city access, he has to hit it. He has to stop me going over the top here. Because I might do it. I can be... You know, this is the thing. With Beast around, this never feels particularly safe. More dudes have gone in here as well, which is interesting. Just reveals... He's nowhere to go. He's out of actions. Wild. So if I had City, I could actually go over the top of him, but I don't have my ring, unfortunately. I don't think it's likely anyone's got a high amount of persuasion here. Maybe appropriate at most. Having appropriate would be funky. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we go Great Flat. And we get Spice. Oh, I guess I don't have to Great Flat. I can hack a Basin and get second. It gives me Hardy Warriors still. 2-2, and then reduction there. I quite like that. And it means if we do somehow not get second, I can still go Conspire. I think that's fine. So we'll just take the sword. Call that a day. So we've got options. Yeah, we don't have to do that. Oh, Christ. Laser hadn't revealed. Fair enough. I didn't actually see if she'd revealed. I should have paid attention to that. My bad. Double daggers for Lido as well, but they'll do nothing. Did we blow the row with 3? I'm feeling it. No one else did. We have options. Subjects out there, dissecting kits out there. We have both specimens as well. We could be going very heavy on this and just maybe go for both beetles. If I do that, we would have to take this top route, which is totally fine with me. But I like the idea of that. Let's take dissecting kit, and we're going to take subject. And we're going to go heavy beetles and look to get both points. That's going to be the plan here. Probably should have put the extra troop in to get the Turkin spies, but it's not a big deal. I was a little silly. I should have seen that Friachi hadn't revealed yet. So Baron will get 2 rounds of shipping. So it's Conspire, Signet Ring, blast it in. 2 intrigues, maybe even take the battle down. Now, do you have faction access? You've got both faction cards, don't you? You do. Interesting to know whether what happens here in regards to this comment though, but I definitely think we Conspire this, and if we get second, we might even get the Great Flat. I don't think they're going... They might go Steel Tooth Great Flat. If they Hardy Warriors, we can grab this next round, and we want to make progress on the track to get subject going. So let's get to work. Maybe even Flute Windfall? No, but bump's a bump. Nice. And of course, having intrigues just makes it harder for people to fight me. Interesting. Just taking the cash. Just going to cash it in here. So we're both at 7 money. So we just need to find a loose coin from somewhere, which we can definitely do. Between smuggling and wealth, I think we've actually got pretty... Or even Baron just taking the money himself here. I actually think we've got decent odds of making it to Swordmaster here pretty quickly. I actually wonder if in Baron's spot, do you deliberately take an extra spice somehow and then go up and down and take Shuttle Fleet round 3? I legit think that's a possibility. Mentat from Lido, which I don't mind. But we probably get a Great Flat as well. So we're probably not getting to that end that. Probably get to one or the other. We'll see how it goes, but we're definitely going to go Carthag if it's available to us and just rip it. So Baron's going to go here. The problem is he's out of turn for shipping. Unless he has specifically, like, the entry to cash in Expedite. That's literally it. So it's Carthag, and we just rip it. We pull Coal, which is good to have. Now remember, of course, Friachi has no daggers. They're both out. Used them both last round, as did Lido. So we should just take this battle down. So, we haven't... okay, that's how he's going to beat me to Swordmaster, is by doing that. Okay, that's cool. This is a weird spot, actually, with Cole. I think I need to hold on to it in case Baron does decide to go and take money. I need to see what Baron does here. Baron has no spice, though. Surely he's going down and up. Right? And surely he's just going to take the money. I feel like he's just going to do it. So I think we have to... I kind of obviously want to spend coal to get rid of the dagger, but I think it's fine to hold on to it for now. I've got Dissecting Kit as well, which is also doing trashing. So we'll just retain it for now. We're just hitting Imperial Basin for now. And it means we've got options. It means we can either go Great Flat or Swordmaster, depending on what Baron does. Keep our options open. Free Persuasion for us. Benny's sister comes out. That's probably the pick. We don't have any of Bene Gesserit right now, so G-Manip. And we've got Trashing ability as well, so I think Benny's sister looks pretty good to me. Move the bump in hand as well. Looks pretty good. Keep all of that for now. So yeah, we can basically play it however it goes. We can either... There's the Slig Farmer for a laser. Looking to draft it with Quartermaster, of course. Makes sense. Quartermaster is good when you do get the graft. It's just tricky to get it grafted. It's also a deck as well. We'll have to bear that in mind. Sorry. So yeah, we can either ship... We can get Swordmaster if Baron gives us money. If not, then we go for... we go Great Flat. We can do either we want. And just taking the 5 spice here is totally fine. Because that then gives us access to Shuttle Fleet ourselves, which I would also be interested in. Machinations is the conflict. Unfortunately, nothing to trash with Dissecting that I really want to trash. There's an interesting argument here that actually says we play an experimentation in trash. I know it sounds utterly ridiculous, but once we get to here, like, we don't really need to do a whole lot of progress. We just use Dissecting and Subject to just spin us along. Let's see what Baron does. If given the option, I'm pretty sure we just take Swordmaster. If we don't, then we'll see. See what he does. It's his choice. Money in the fight as well. I don't know. Do I really consider trashing that? It's legitimately tempting. Baron's thinking about it here. Whatever he does, it's not going to be great. Takes the spice. So we will go here. Just a case of how we want to play this now. I think definitely... obviously we hit this. Do I trash it? I'm not meant to. Shame's reviewing that for nothing, but it's the way it goes. So yeah, let's just do this. That's fine. Let's bump up. We have to get the dude in whenever we do here. The objective is to basically go wealth or here. I could even conspire a second time. Or, again, just go Shuttle Fleet. Shuttle Fleet will give us the money. And we are guaranteed access to here next round. So all options are good. Thing is, it's like Baron takes the spice, but then what are you doing with said spice? That's the problem. Like, he's doing it obviously to kind of like quote-unquote slow me down. But like, what benefit does it give to you? It also prevents him getting meant at as well. So there are a couple of arguments. But I don't think it really makes a significant difference. Like, what are you doing? Are you going restricted ordnance? Like, what are you doing with the spice? That's the only issue. Unless you've got private army or something, in which case, sure. Makes logical sense. So we just Shuttle Fleet, right? I kind of want to use diplomacy as well. That's the problem. I think that's what I'm meant to do here. I don't think Shuttle Fleet's under immediate problems. So just going wealth is just going to be fine. I want to get max bumps out of this. Going Shuttle Fleet to not do this feels kind of bad. It's only giving me +1 troops, so... I think we just hit wealth. Keep our resources. Maybe there's a world I do... I don't know what. Something. We'll see. Also, it means next round I can probably still go Shuttle Fleet, Swordmaster anyways, because Swordmaster's not really any huge danger here. Like, he's not going to cash in now at smuggling. Be preposterous. This will help, though, and allow us to trash out these daggers. Because obviously we want to get rid of these desperately fast. I also do ideally want to play experimentation before. So the awkward thing is, if I get experimentation and subject, I'm going to feel kind of obliged to use experimentation so we're getting the subject bumps. It does put Shuttle Fleet in more danger. But again, Shuttle Fleet's not like the end of the world if we don't get it. It'd be nice. Definitely do us some favours. Also, taking these bumps here is allowing us to kind of put pressure on this alliance here, which would be a good one for us to get. But not likely to encounter a ton of danger. It's usually a decent one for Beast just having the extra ammunition, you know? Hardy Warriors from Lido. A weird move, I'm not going to lie. As far as this is concerned, I think we just take it as swords. I think we just take it as swords. And now we can consider buying a liaison. Because we're going to be getting rid of these daggers. So... And this will just be a reveal card for some persuasion. I think that seems pretty good. Unless something peels off that changes my mind. That won't. And for 4, there's nothing here really worth it for 4. Lisanne. Lisanne's interesting. It gives me a 6 spice, but we don't have any use for it right now. So we'll take the swords. And if it means I can tie Lido and stop him from getting the money, then cool. Grafting going on here, I think. You can kind of tell sometimes when you see that change and nothing happens, it means generally they're grafting. Yeah. Only gets the 1 coin out of it for experimentation, but kind of nothing, I guess. You see where Baron's going to take these bumps, assuming he wins. It's flying and flying freaking persuasion here. But he ain't shipping anymore. 7 for Lido. Oh, played 4 space and got C05. Oh my god, look at that. It's Kwisatz, but he's 1 short. Wow, 7 persuasion and that's you pull out. That does not feel good. That feels really bad. Probably just take Court Intrigue. And reassess. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's a bad row for 7. Not much you can do there. Not much you can do there. Just got to get this bump going, and then we're off to the races and beetles. I'm fairly confident we can get to the end of this. Between here, we basically need 2 subject plays, 2 dissecting reveals, and then our specimens on top of that will get us to the end. So we should get both points here. Fairly confident of that. Barring kind of wildness. Leo not enjoying his life. He should buy something. Goes local fence in the end, which I don't hate. And then peels off a scout, so... Not great for Lido. Just takes the 1 liaison. Fortunately, he had the dagger as well, but there was nothing we could buy for 4, so it doesn't really matter. I actually think she will take Ixguild. I don't know why. Nope, doesn't buy anything. I actually thought I'd consider taking that. There's decent text out there, just a reveal for negotiators. So Baron wins this. So he's taken a huge early advantage in alliances. Interesting to see how this plays out. We're going to get a gob of Spice of Hagerbasin, by the way. Assuming we draw access. I really need to find experimentation. It's absolutely key we find this card. He's going Emperor. He's going Emperor, huh? Now that's interesting. Not great for us. Didn't find it. Damn. Oh, look at this hand. It's disgusting. Alright. No, nothing you can do. Let's grab the spice. Go from there. That's a really terrible pull. Hello. That's why she went smuggling. Found the bump. Got lucky at Carthag. Goes up and down immediately. Now this is the problem. This is she's going shuttle. I know she's going shuttle. That's a shuttle play move. It's all she's ever doing here. She wants it for Slig Farmer. So she can just print beaters out of that. I think we have to give up our Swordmaster. And get Shuttle Fleet. I think it's too important. I can't let that go. That is 100% she's going to Shuttle Fleet here. Every day. I almost need him to smuggle and bump up. Alright, now we can do it. Swordmaster should be safe. We have to do this. This is too important. Deny that. Let's take a bump there. And let's take a throwing bump. Get our access. But we absolutely have to cut that off. That is not acceptable. And Swordmaster hopefully will be safe. Unless Baron wins this fight. Like, it does put Swordmaster in some damage. Yeah. That's, we have to cut that off. Not allow that. Not allow any of this. And the money's good as well because it... The thing is as well with the money is it helps us pay for, like, sending subject to High Council. Like, we've got a very heavy green deck here. So we want to go High Council. We want to hit these spaces a fair bit. We're kind of forced into it, so... Yeah. Sack off the Swordmaster to do that. And hope that we get there. It's dangerous, for sure. She ends up dreadnoughting and taking... and going for... what was it? Training drones. Which in a way is good. It means it's very hard for Red to win this now. So we probably still get Swordmaster round 5. We have to draw access, of course. How did we not find the experimentation card? That was really... That was the one card we needed. We missed it. Damn. Oh well. Okay. As for our 5 persuasion... I think we go for one more liaison because we're trashing our daggers now. I think that's okay. And I need to increase my access to green. I don't know where our alliance is coming from in this game, by the way. I haven't a clue. I haven't got the foggiest idea. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, we'll take definitely one liaison. Just looking around. What's our faction access look like in this game? Diplomacy, that's it. You don't need much. I'm just basically trying to work out, would I want to ever get, like, Ix-Guild? I think the answer is no. I don't think this is the game for that. That's fine. So we got 2 liaisons, subject dissecting. We will get experimentation, minimum. I feel fairly justified in giving up Swordmaster for a round here. Because I just don't think I'm ever being beaten to it. It delays them still. And it was very clearly that was the idea of Shuttle Fleet. The one problem she's got is her faction access to this game. It's pretty bad. So we can definitely get in front of that. Kwisatz Haderach surely coming for Lido Inez with his 11 persuasion. Oh, Sidina as well. Oh my god, that's pretty ridiculous. That's an insane pull. So we only need a hit there and a hit there for friendships. I don't know how we're getting an alliance this game, but if we can get hold of both of these, then it won't matter. I think that's what's important, is that we get to both of these. I'm still tilted that I didn't pull experimentation there. We pulled subject. That was really, really sad. Worth noting, did you notice how they didn't use their dreadnought there? What's that about? Why would you not just use your dreadnought? I don't know. Well, green's going to win this uncontested. If they've got, like, Sage Incident, they're laughing. I'm guessing they're thinking, oh, I'll save the Dreadnought for other fighters. I don't know. Don't really matter. At least we've got Desert Power, so that helps a bit. Throw Rips. Humanity's out there. A second Thopter. For Humanity will be taking... He ripped it at 9? Wow. Well, he's going to go for Humanity. He's just going to try and bulldoze this alliance now. And that is very, very problematic. Yellow has to do something about that. The problem with Humanity is that if you have the alliance, the Bene Gesserit, you can double bump down any other action for a guaranteed point. That's a terrible card to be out there for Baron. That's really, really problematic. So, yeah, green is uncontested. Green will up and down, probably take, like, projectors or something, I'm guessing. Alas. Anyways. So, not the best hand ever. In terms of what I'm trying to do. I might not have... The problem is here is I've got to get a research done so I can get these cards active, but... No water is not helping. I'm never getting there. So I'm just trying to kind of work this all out here. So she gets the alliance that way instead. Go Spaceport in the end. Okay. Just going to top deck cards, sure. I think the intention is... Oh, I see what's going on here. She's looking to do it so she can buy full space cards and put on top of her deck. Refocus played as well. I think that's what's going on here. There goes the basin. I do have access to Siege, but I've got double faction. So this is just awkward. He has to smuggle and go down and hope I somehow don't have green. Just like everything we're doing is just a little slow at the moment. I mean, we don't have to, like, win this game. Like, even, like, a second place would be plenty good in this. So we won our first two, so we can afford a, you know, not a huge result here. Just see how things play out. So it's going to be this, this, and this almost certainly. All these Brave and stuff getting played out. It's kind of insane, isn't it? We're the ones with Dissecting and Subject, and we're probably going to be the last at this point. It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, at least we've stalled out. We've slowed down our opponents in the fact that they don't have a lot of faction. They don't have much action economy, which is good. And again, if I could get, like, second place this game, I'd be more than happy with that. It's not so effective, though, because Lido can just ment out of his ring, for example, and get bumps that basically gets around it. He'll ment out a lot this game. Also, don't want to really spend money if I can help it, because we want to send, like, Subject up here. Baron's gonna bin Doom, wait. It's cool with me. He doesn't have to wait. I assume he's waiting. He wants to see what a laser's going to do. I guess. But he has no water, so it's just like... I don't know what he's waiting for. He does pass, though. So we're just going to hit factions. I don't really want to do this. Ordnance may be something we do in a world. We find Poison Snooper. That's actually not bad. Actually not bad. I'm not going to use it now, there's no need. But depending on what we draw, That will help there. We basically, next round, we've got to get experimentation off somehow. Well, probably fairly likely to get it to the basin. I don't see that getting blocked a whole lot. We're just after faction hits here. Of course, it has training drones. So, it's getting more in than actually looks like. A lot of water, though. I wonder if there's an element of blocking Lido from hitting steel suits. For Saiyadina. I wonder if that's a thing. Lido doesn't have many places to actually chase bumps. Like, he can chase a bump here, and that's it. So, his rings are close. Hence why he's going to Siege. Because he's got to find water somehow. So, I feel like he kind of has to put this troop in, right? I don't know. He's trying to work out how likely it is he gets this water. If he doesn't think it's likely, I guess you don't bother. Here comes Carfag. And we just hit fold space. And we just go from there. You stay out of this for now. Get our points. Cool. Double cross is wild, by the way. Hello, daggers. Well, that'll do the job. Unless Baron has buckets of swords here that he can use without using spice. I'd say this battle is in the books. What do I want to do with 2? Do we buy one more liaison? I don't know. We don't need any more faction stuff. Like, you know, if that makes sense. Like, faction-wise, we're already, like, we're done. The odds of getting, like, this alliance are almost nothing. Second Fopsa for freaking you. 2 assassinations. Money we don't need, though. It does also deny liaisons for Lido, I guess. God, our deck is not very good. I just don't think it's helping right now. Just don't think it's helping right now. So, going on to round 6 and raid stockpiles. Honours feel fairly even. Not a whole lot in it, I don't think. The speed of that means that was almost certainly the Slick Farmer. Again, this is why I had to cut off Shot because of Slick Farmer. Slick Farmer's just way too strong to give that away to Shot Fleet. So we can snoop. I mean, we'd probably take all cards here. So intention is to experiment High Council. I think High Council is pretty much always on the cards here. Dissecting will be active as well. Subject will then become active too. Arakeen. So just taking some money here. We might not get the High Council. That is a concern. Could be some holo projectors worlds in this game. Given the fact our deck isn't great, holo projectors would help kind of even it out a little bit. Get around its inefficiencies. I'd say green's probably favourite. I'd say green's probably favourite to win this. But there's not a lot in it. Shipping's still just left open, by the way. Baron's deciding, do I Swordmaster or ship? That's what he's deciding here. He Swordmasters, which means we should ship. And then we can just find a way to smuggle somewhere. We can cash that in. And maybe that does give us a world where we can actually challenge this alliance. Yeah, like if this is better than going to Imperial Basin. I just didn't expect to get to Imperial Basin. Did not expect that at all. Let's get the intrigue and see where the ground lies. It's a bit late is the problem. It's a bit late. I don't think I can realistically get a lot off with that. Bear in mind, of course... Oh, Leo's got Kwisatz, doesn't he? So that's why he went Arakeen, because he's going to Kwisatz Swordmaster. That's his plan. He'll probably Mentat first if he can. Stockpile's not really what they wanted, green. They would have wanted something to, like, highline on. But they'll happily just go there as well. Here's the Swordmaster. Possibly he didn't have a way of getting to Mentat. Here comes Sensitive Breeding. So he'll double bump that. This is a real problem. Like, him having for humanity in this situation is just completely insane. And there's not really much I can do about it. There's not really much anyone's going to be able to do about it. Leo probably has to chase him down. Which means maybe we go here. And we target the Fremen. I think we have to leave that for Leo to fight and do something about. I really do think. Okay. We need subject. It's not subject, damn it. Alright, we definitely High Council. I could Arakeen to try and 50-50 subject. I don't have to High Council now. It's not like saving the absolute day. It's subject's more important. Of course it's bottom of the net. If Mentat is open, then we will Mentat. So tech negotiation. Charlotte projectors next. Chalmurky comes out. That is not irrelevant for us. That might actually be an option that we look to take. Still suits it is, so we will get to Mentat. So now we have the interesting spot of, do we... I think we have to Mentat. We've got to get subject played. I think that's too important. And then we just work out where we're going to send it. It's probably going to go somewhere. I doubt that this, and this are all going to be blocked. But we could definitely even just subject Dreadnought, get the Dread, and then even pick up Chalmurky immediately. There's definitely an option we have available to us. You won't ever get the spice, it's fine. But our hands have just drawn out, they have drawn out a bit awkward this game. We've had to definitely work it out on the fly. It's not been smooth. But again, Shuttle Fleet giving us some options here, which is always good. Someone's got gruesome sacrifice here, like all day. So there it is, finally. Just reveals for the ex-engineer. That was the plan. Hence buying all the cheap stuff. What do we do here? We have to basically make a pick of what we're going to go for. It's kind of impossible to know what you try to do. Surely he just takes Roman politics and then this alliance is locked. This is our best bet, but the guy's got freaking Kwisatz in his ring. Everything sucks. This alliance is never being lost. Leto has to fight this. He's the only person that's ever going to do it. You can't just let him do this. It's just utterly absurd. Alright, let's cash this in. Take the spice. Work it out. That. I think we have to try. This might be a forlorn hope. This might just be basically letting Baron Harkonnen win the game. But we might be out of options. Lietkynes and Kwisatz, all the diplomacy is played, but look at... But he's going to reshuffle his deck. He's got so many Fremen cards. God. I guess we take Fopter. Deck's kind of rubbish. Let's take the Initiate. We got more reveal cards than anything. Pick up Voice. Voice is always fun. Yeah, I'll take that. We can do this because we've got the bump in the back pocket, so we can just go for this. We've got a few faction... We've got a couple of faction cards. Wow. Demand respect, I feel he's got. To go that heavy for this, he's got demand respect. Baron's going to run away with this game. He can just go Fremen now, and then whenever he gets stolen, he just takes the bumps back down, so... This feels like a demand respect move, which it is, yep. I don't think Baron can be stopped anymore. I think this first place is locked up. You take an incredible choke, but he can just do that now. What are these draws, man? What are these draws? God. Brutal draws. Just a whole lot of nothing. We have to try and win the fight, which means I guess we go Arakeen and voice this. And hope we somehow pull one of two cards that gets us there. If we don't pull it, we just block up Mentat. we don't win a fight, we're never getting anywhere in this game, so we have to try. Yeah, have to try. Missed it. Okay. Every time I do this, someone's got the card to take it for a spice. But I'll try. But no access for us is unfortunate. If we can find an experimentation, we do get the second point. There's beetle there, and we're one specimen short of that. It's just all kinds of awkward. But yeah, Baron's just had a pretty... Just had too many bumps. He's just had too many bumps. One Machinations, the Master Stroke. Just had too many bumps. It's as simple as that. And that's the problem. Freaking Water of Life as well. This game could be over this round. Looks like this game could be over. Baron blowout likely. Yeah, looks like we're not going to get much out of this one. Unless I just got to somehow make something happen here. We've got a point in hand with that. The problem is I've got no cheap cards to get High Council. I need to find this, or this, or this, or probably that. In fact, Dagger wouldn't even be enough now. Yeah, he can just select a breed. Like, Baron can only do whatever he wants. Just need help. Yeah. Diplo found. But it's too late. How do we not be last here? How do we not be last here? Probably a Chow Murky dive. I think it's a Chow Murky dive. I don't think we've got anything else now. We're going to get the spice back from this, assuming the game well, assuming that's how it goes down. But yeah, this is just a Baron blowout. Don't regret taking Beast. But sometimes Barons just do this. The guy's got his whole deck in his hand, basically. It's pretty ridiculous. He now has his whole deck. Which is ludicrous, really. Don't know where he's finding the 11th point, though, however. He's playing like he's got 11 points. Let's go get Chow Murky. That's big. That's a point. Sherry Bargain is just a straight point. That's our endgame Beetle. Okay. Good commitment there. And we still got an intrigue to come to. Well, maybe there could be there's things that could happen here. We have a weird spot now with diplomacy of what we want to do with it. I think we have to go steel suits and hope that we find finesse or bribery or the bump here when we reveal. I don't see how us going secrets is ever going to win us the game. Is ever going to stop this, like, steal this alliance. Water of Life is gone. We couldn't be able to do anything with that anyways. He might have Twizzats. Fortunately, Leo's deck is very big. So I think that's the only realistic option we've got, is to go here. Baron's playing like he's ending. He went up and down. He's playing like he can finish it. Steel Suits gets taken instead. Damn. So secrets it is. And we'll see. He might have... Oh, he's changed his mind. If he's got Quizzats, then I would totally do this. Go Siege. Right, so we go Steel Suits ourselves then. And we hope to get an intrigue that steals this alliance. So he gets a Spiceman's Flow. Oh, he gets a bump from that? How does he get a bump for that? Oh, with thingy. That's pretty ridiculous. For humanity is just, in this situation, just utterly busted. So, we go here for the extra intrigue. Or we go here and hope that we find a steal. I think we have to go there and hope to find a steal. I don't think we have any other option, because at the moment, it's looking pretty bad. We hope to get lucky. What else we got? No quarters. Yeah. Feel like us. The spice doesn't matter because we have Chow Murky. So I'm not actually interested in putting in more troops. But yeah. For humanity's just ended the game. So we just got to hope not to be last now. We have a point. They probably have a point. Second place would mean we finish with 12 points overall, which is good enough. But yeah, Baron ran hot. 3 alliances and for humanity kicking in. It's just bonkers. So here we go. We've given ourselves our best chance to steal this alliance. It's one of those ones that even if we could, I don't know if we actually want to or not. It's really strange. But we'll see. I mean, helps. Guess I should have put the dudes in, right? It was in case they stole it. I had troops for the next round, basically. Just end round, yeah. So we're going to finish on 9 points. Which means we will be 3rd place. So 12 from the groups. I think it's pretty decent. It should see us through to the next round. We had our 2 go in, so this one was allowed to not run so hot. Yeah, did not expect me to still shuttle fleet, but 100% was the plan, and I still stand by that move. We didn't take a lot of issues there. If we hadn't done that, we'd have been in even more problems here. So, happy enough with the move. Baron had plans as well. Oh my god. Yeah. You don't stop Baron in that game. That is absurd. Nothing you can do. I mean, that's utterly ridiculous. That's how much faction he had. Just gobs of it. 3 alliances, had plans, and got off a humanity hit as well. That's utterly bonkers. Oh well. Overall, I think we did the best we could. Didn't have much of a hand. If we'd have found like that experimentation earlier, we had half a chance. But just not a lot of faction power on this, with no real likelihood of alliance. We gave ourselves a chance to find something to make something happen here at the end. But yeah, just kind of a bit ridiculous at the end there. That's the way it goes down. But you know, we gave it a good spot. That's the thing, obviously, with these formats. Like, you have a few games. So yeah, we had decent shouts. But overall, I can live with it. So he will top the table. 3 wins from 3. But 12 points should be enough to get through. So yeah, good stuff. So I don't know exactly when these semi-finals are meant to be. Probably in like the next week or 2 or something like that. I will look to get those played and recorded up on the channel as far as we go. Yeah, they've been 3 different styles of games for sure. This one didn't have a whole lot of run. Baron certainly got his and made full use of it, which is fine. You know, but we've got the job done. We just need to avoid basically being last. And I'd say 12 points should be plenty to get through. We'll see how the standings look and where we qualify through for the semi-finals. Probably like a top 10 finish. Should be plenty good. And we'll see what the lineup is for that match. But regardless, thank you much for watching this, and hopefully the other games as well. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next conflict.